Hi, I'm going to show you a demo of how Agami's reliable and accurate document extraction works in a loan processing use case. So in this case, this is a corporate lending use case where this is a real company requesting a loan for 50 lakhs and they've submitted about 22 documents. So I'm going to upload all of these 22 into the pre-processing stage and start the analysis. Now, in any lending use case, first a whole bunch of documents submitted need to be identified as if all the right documents have been submitted. So the first stage is that, and this is what is happening here. As you can see, it has all been completed in 44 seconds. The agents have gone and correctly identified all of these various statements on what type of statement it is, and it gives you what the evidence for classifying it there is, and with a confidence score, and you can view the original document that have been uploaded here. Once that is done, we apply rules which are configurable to your specific use case. In this case, the rules were to check if all of the mandatory documents are actually present. Now, the next stage is actually the extraction. So in this case, our proprietary OCR and the use of our trained LLMs work and extract the data in a highly reliable way. This takes a few minutes, and we'll wait for this to complete. But in the meantime, you can see that some of these documents are done. The income tax document is done, and you can see all the details that have been extracted here. And you can compare this to the original file, and you can see that the original file is not a good quality scan. There are smudges here. There is obviously the ITR watermark, and we are able to extract all this data with very high accuracy. Similarly, a sales ledger, again, you can see that we have extracted all of this information, and you can see that this again is a scanned document that was sent, which is multiple pages, and we were able to extract all of this data. All right, so now this extraction has been completed. So roughly 22 files totaling about 400 pages have been extracted in about 7 minutes. And you can see that all of these statements have been extracted, and we can actually look at the details of some of these statements. So the financial statement was submitted for 3 years, and we have extracted the P&L, the balance sheet, with all the details, and the calculated all of the calculated fields. In here, we give you the movement of the numbers, the YOY growth. We have the cash flow, and we have all of the important ratios requested. So this agent has gone in and completed all of these, all of the necessary, extracted all of the necessary information for the financials. And you can see what the financial statement looks like. Again, it's a very poor scan with smudges, with numbers sometimes not being very clear. And we are able to go in and extract all of these details, including, in this case, tables across multiple pages, right? So across this 30-page document. Same for the bank statements. You can see we've extracted it from all of the different bank statements with the details, with all the credits and debits. So all of this information is here, and always tracks back to the original file in terms of the extraction. And post that are basically the configured checks that typically happens in a loan application to make sure that all the data that is requested is actually available. So we can see that the gate has been passed. And then the rest of the agents is about driving your specific workflow. In this case, it is about calculating and making sure all the numbers are above the required policy for a certain kind of loan and the limit requested. And we sort of plot a visual view of all the different ratios. In this case, we had, this was a particular check, and we've actually marked it as this has been overdrawn, so there is a justification required. And then we highlight all the important ratios. So this is again part of, once we do the extraction, we're able to do cross verification across these documents. So in this case, the information in their GST uploaded GST statement was different from their financials, so we've highlighted that as something that requires justification. The loans that they have taken based on the documents that they submitted with their sanction letters, that has been highlighted here. And within their bank statements, we've highlighted one of their bank statements having a negative balance. So this is another thing that we highlight. So we do this cross verification, give you all the narratives associated with that, so important for your risk assessment from a lending use case. And then finally, we give you a decision based again on your rules, and we allow you to download a report that mentions all of these specific things within what is called a credit analysis memo. So all of the pieces that was mentioned there is actually mentioned in this memo. So this is built on top of having a very reliable agentic system that is able to extract data in a very accurate and reliable way, even with poor quality documents, which is typically the use case in a lot of lending use cases. And being able to do a lot of the pre-analysis in a very short period of time, in this case about 7 minutes, what typically takes people between a week to 3 weeks to actually do if they have to extract data manually from all of these statements. So that is Agami's core value proposition, and something that we'd like for you to try.